This sixth form leaving this year are of course students who joined the sixth form, started their sixth form life when I joined the school as the head. One of the things that really strikes me about them as a community is how welcoming they are.
My first day was quite traumatic because my mum didn't read the letter saying that it was non-uniform for the first day. So I came in school uniform and everyone thought I was a prefect for the next year. So that was really embarrassing.
And everyone here was so welcoming. The teachers really helped me out because I struggled with a few of the subjects like maths and science.
On the first day I came, it was a rugby session. Mr. Blackburn was there. He made someone throw up because they were running so hard. That's all I can remember.
Remember everyone being really friendly. Coming to a city school was an enormous change, but I was assigned a buddy and all the teachers knew my situation, so they were really helpful. Just had a brilliant time.
When I think of them as individual human beings, it's their human qualities that shine forth. Their sense of confidence, without being arrogant, their sense of commitment and contribution to society. They're people who are going to go out in the greater world and make a real impact for the good. And I'm looking forward over the many years to come to hearing about what our upper sixth leavers get up to. They've just got so much to offer the world, and they're so well set up because of their sense of self-belief and confidence.
I like the house system that I didn't have in my old school, and so you'd have your form was members of your house, but then everyone else in your year.
One thing I'm really going to miss is probably the house, the house that you really you get quite involved in it, and it sort of feels, it's going to sound really cringy, but it feels a bit like a family. That is really cringy, but still. And so I'm really going to miss that. I have an amazing house, Mr. Edwards, they're all incredible.
Well, the current upper six are an amazing year group. I think they made their mark in year 7, but inevitably I've come to know them particularly well during the sixth form. They're outstanding, they are friendly, they are charming, they're loyal, which is fantastic. And one great thing about BGS is they carry these friendships with them for a very long time. I think that's a great strength of this year group, they are very loyal.
One of their great qualities is how inclusive and accepting they are of other people. Me as the head, but also other new staff, and then the students joining the school. Staff who've been in the school many years tell me that very quickly in their lower sixth year, it's difficult to work out which students have been here for many years and which students have just joined the school.
So I think what typifies our upper sixth and this year is that their ability to challenge themselves, their enthusiasm. I think they have a real sense of aspiration, but at the same time a real sense of calm. Maybe it's a sort of daily event, maybe a small thing really, but they're in the JCR where they socialise, and there's a real welcoming, not just within themselves, but within the year group below them, the lower sixth, and they're very welcoming to staff and visitors as well.
There's so much choice in everything that you do, which is nice, especially with the subjects. They have so many subjects on offer.
You get involved in quite a lot, so we have house singing, which is really competitive between different houses, and then we've got sports day and all this sort of stuff. It's just the competition between the houses is really funny.
The very special thing about them is It's the way they give so much time and have so much interest in students and the rest of the school community. To a very large degree, the upper sixth leaving the school now have created an ethos within our school. And it's an ethos where everybody's accepted, everybody's contribution is valued. And whatever you want to do, whatever talents you've got to offer, they're celebrated. And that radiates down through the school because of the way our upper sixth are.
I think taking into life past university, something that I've learned at BGS is leadership policies. I've had the opportunity to go to Peru and Morocco with the schools on school trips, and both of them have really taught me how to act independently and also how to work as part of a team and lead a team as well, which I think in a working environment is really useful.
The lessons I can most remember are Mr. Salwin's English lessons, because they were brilliant. They were just like a debate with 30 people. It was brilliant, and it actually made you, it was the first time a lesson had changed from just being told and dictated to actually getting involved and wanting to get involved and finding everything, but yeah, interesting.
Strictly BGS was also a great event. You've asked Issam and Bertie who won that event. I'm sure certainly Issam, maybe months previous to that, wouldn't have seen himself up in lights collecting the big trophy from our West End guests. As he got the straight tens in his performance. It was again another fantastic evening.
I mean, the talents they have, from horse riding to any number of sports, swimming and so forth, just extraordinary.
I think being able to do so many extracurricular things can really change how you conduct yourself.
Huge talent in music, in drama, opera singing, all those things, they really stand out. And I think all of this will be hugely beneficial for them and their futures. And we'll be hearing a lot more about them in the future.
Being able to do things you wouldn't normally do can bring you out of your shell. I think being able to take a lead in things, like Carly and I organised Strictly BGS last year.
And then we also took part, which was so nerve-wracking but so fulfilling at the same time.
By the time, especially in sixth form, you get to a point where lessons are fun in that you can discuss things, you can really engage in things, and you can put your opinion across, and even if it is wrong, then it doesn't matter, because as long as you back it up, you can just especially the arts, you're allowed to say what you want to say, and that's what works. Pushed along, but not in a forceful way, in an offensive way, in an encouraging way. I feel I was definitely encouraged to branch out.
You set your sights high when you come to BGS, and you've got to work hard. You've got competition with your friends, but no one really slacks, and that's really useful to have that competitiveness in your peer group.
The prefects are often the unsung heroes, I think, throughout the sixth form. Obviously have a big responsibility to play there in setting up the Year 7 parties, directing the house plays, even writing the house plays in some cases. Really looking out for the younger students, and I think we've certainly benefited as a school, and I really hope, and I'm sure they have benefited greatly from that experience.
I think what is quite remarkable about this upper sixth year group is their contribution to school life. Not just the running of the school on a day-to-day basis, which is quite extraordinary, but the many events. I mean, things that stand out for me, house music, absolutely amazing event with huge contributions from the upper sixth, house plays, and one could go on, the literary events and so forth.
Everyone's pretty much good friends, or is happy to be courteous to everyone else. One big happy family, in the loosest possible terms. Everyone gets on really well, and I really enjoy that.
They've been great ambassadors for the school community. I think they've been great supporters of each other. And they've led so many events. I think of the extracurricular life of the school, the plays, the house activities, the sport, the music. It's difficult to imagine how we're going to put on the events that we have managed to see in the school over the last few years without the community that are leaving us this year. So as we think about the last few days at school, I want to thank the students personally, from myself as the head, but also from the whole school community. I want to give a very special thanks to our parents. If it wasn't for you having the confidence and the trust in the school, we wouldn't have the great opportunity to work with these wonderful people.
I just want to thank just everyone at BGS really, because they've all been a part of allowing me to come to the school since I'm on a bursary here. So all the parents, everyone who's providing funding towards the school is indirectly funding my education here. So I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you to my parents for encouraging me to get here in the first place.
I'd like to thank my parents who've supported me through school, through the bad times and through the good times. And no matter how I've come home on a school day, they've always been there to support me, and I'd like to thank them. I'd also like to thank the other pupils at the school. I really don't think this experience could have been the same without the other people in my year. I've made some very, very good friends, and I'm sure I'll keep in touch with them for the rest of my life. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my mum for driving me to school from the middle of nowhere every day for about 7 years, and then also thank my dad for paying for it.
It's a massive, massive thank you to my parents, because no matter how little I show, I do massively appreciate me being here, and hopefully I'll get the grades in the end and go to uni.
I would like to thank a lot of people really, my parents obviously, and I received a bursary to come here, so my sponsor, finance office, and everyone that organised that.
Thank you to all the teachers for supporting me in so many different areas, and obviously my parents for flying to and fro Spain about once a month to make sure that I can come here and also keep their business going in Spain. So yeah, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
I want to thank everyone that's just made BGS the environment that it is. I kind of feel like I have a home here even when I'm gone. Like, I've known some of the teachers since I was 2, and being able to be at school with them has just made me see them in such a different way, and it's made me so much more grateful to them. And again, my friends, but doing the same thing really, the experience would be the same. And then my parents, because they just always supported me, they never really pushed me to do anything, they just given me the confidence that I need and just kind of let me go, knowing that I'll do it myself. Thank you.
I'd like to thank you as parents as well for the not just the support you've given your own sons and daughters over the past 2 years, but the support you've given to us as a school. The nurturing of high expectations and values will begun many, many years ago, and you certainly are involved with making the cake, and if you like, we are certainly very proud in the fact that we've been able to help you ice it, and I think we've done a pretty good job.
I want to wish everybody the best for the future. You've made a vital, engaging and fun contribution to all that Bristol Grammar School is. Please keep in contact with us in the future. It'd be lovely to hear what you get up to. I'm very confident that we're all going to hear impressive things about the Upper 6th Leavers from this year. Best wishes and thank you.